Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Mom Can Have Another Dollar. This game is called Deroon, Dero. There's the name right
Kyle, you can't have a stroke on company time.
there. Oh, why not?
Because
It rolls right off the tongue.
Because we don't have face
boy.
cam. It's a waste of good.
What is this?
It's a
one,
waste
medium?
of good content.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck
Yeah,
is
we
this?
can't have another. We can't have another salt seizure.
Oh, yeah. Did we lose that? Did we talk about that? What did we talk about that in?
I don't know. We say it a lot now. So
Are we
it's
talking about
probably out
salt
there in the ether
mummies?
somewhere.
Are you guys talking about salt mummies? I want in on this.
Yeah.
Oh,
When
this
are we
is-
not talking about salt money?
Kyle,
No.
for the first time in your life, this is the only time where it would have been apropos something to say, oh, this is literally just Tetris. Poyo. I fucked that
So
up.
I could have said Tetris Poyo.
I fucked that up. Sorry, boys. Oh no! Did you see that?
I don't know.
I wish I didn't.
Oh, God.
They're intertwining in a manner most sexual.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I don't
It's fuck
like their
Poyo.
entanglement.
I don't like being entangled with other human beings, and this game reminds me of that.
Tecmo.
What?
Tecmo fuck slime.
Oh, look at this combo. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, wait. Oh, it was slightly wrong.
Did Nick just throw up?
I wouldn't. Yeah, that's an appropriate response. Go.
I'm just emulating what it
I just heard-
seemed like these things would sound like.
Oh, yeah.
Just
It wouldn't have been inappropriate if Nick just
to
suddenly
watch
puked.
these fucking Tetris amoebas wrapping around each other like banana slugs,
Oh, God.
biting each other's dicks off.
Is there anything funnier than somebody throwing up on live TV?
You do love when people vomit. Like, you have, like, a strange, like, perversion towards it.
What? Are you talking about me or you?
You.
What do you mean?
Like,
I have a strange-
someone, okay, so, like, if somebody on a TV show or something throws up,
like
you
not fiction.
love
you
it.
You understand? Not on like fictional TV.
No,
I mean,
you do
like,
too.
If it's on the news or something.
No, because like you've seen, like in the Venture Brothers, there's an episode where what's his face, Sergeant Hatred is like hanging out inside of a hot car for too long, a hot hole. That's what it was. And then all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, I've been in that hole all day." And then like they start talking, and then he just goes, and then he just like pukes everywhere. And then Doc goes, "Oh, sorry, he's been hanging out in a hot hole all day." And then you fucking die. You die every time you see it.
Because the timing is so perfect. It's like, I don't know, there's something funny about like just a completely involuntary thing happening that just keeps you from talking. Especially in a really, I mean, like hiccups are kind of funny, I guess, if they happen in just the right way, but like, you know, your body just saying, nope, whatever you're doing, you're done. I'm taking control. I'm taking the wheel, motherfucker. Watch this. I think it's definitely more highbrow than like, you know, excrement-based humor, right?
Right, sure.
I'm certainly, that's like, there's not a vomit obsession, right? There's an anal and an oral. An oral obsession is stuff going into your mouth. So I'm basically a super grown-up for thinking it's really funny if somebody has to throw up, especially if it's socially inopportune to do so.
I don't know if you're talking about like
Oh my God.
psychological fixations, but
Yes,
like
yes.
yeah, there's definitely fixations on vomit. I regret to inform you that the very same place where we post all of our horrible videos is a host to far more of that than you would ever want to know.
Well, sure, but oh no, I remember a real life story when I was in class in DLI. I remember we were in like a really small classroom with like only 6 tables in a horseshoe, right? And I was just sitting there watching the teacher.
Oh, fuck me.
And
I'm
then
dumb.
all of a sudden, like, she stops mid-sentence and has this really grossed out, horrified look on her face, but she doesn't say anything. And then I just turn in the direction she's looking.
Oh, God.
And one of the students who had a penchant for drinking a lot on weeknights had just spilled like a gallon of puke all over their
God.
desk.
Jesus.
And they managed to be utterly silent. I never even heard a thing. They were sitting there and their mouth was still dripping.
Fuck.
Oh my God, dude.
See, this is exactly what Kyle's talking about.
Yeah, see?
That was the funniest fucking thing.
Oh no! If you keep tapping, you can blow those things up even more.
Oh, whoops.
Oh God!
No,
I'm so happy I remembered that.
Funny enough, I have a sort of similar story in a way. I had gotten really shitty one night, and I showed up to work the next day, and I was just super hungover.
Yeah.
And we were having our morning briefing, and we're all set up in like
I remember you
a
telling me this.
cubicle sort of arrangement, and everybody's lined up in this one or everybody's gathered in this one cubicle, and then there's like the dividers that only go halfway, so there's like a walkway between the two sections. And I was sitting in somebody else's chair who wasn't there that day, like all the way at the back of the thing, just like trying to survive, like just to breathe.
Yeah.
And not ruin everything. So I'm sitting there. And
I like where this is going.
I can feel it. Like there's no way that I'm going to make it the rest of this briefing without having to throw up. So I'm sitting there, and like as stealthily as I could, I just like rolled back behind somebody else, and I grabbed a small trash can. And
You're fucked, Kyle.
I know, I can see.
And an effort that I had like never tried, like thought I would have to do before, I tried to throw up as quietly as I could.
Oh God.
And I was just sitting there, this little trash can wrapped up in my arm, hiding behind a cubicle wall, just like
like a mother holding a
Just
newborn,
like-
like a mother bird.
I'm just like slowly dribbling my guts into this tiny trash can, and then I quietly just tied off the bag and rolled back into view.
Clap
like
your hands.
nothing
A
had
job well
happened.
done.
Eyes glazed over, just like, yep.
Yep.
I'm totally focused.
I
And
did a
then
good
as soon as the briefing was over, I was like, cool, I'm gonna get on that. As soon as I just take
This
a quick
trash out.
bathroom break, I had to grab this dude's trash bag and like just try to abscond away down the hall, holding a bag of my own vomit.
God.
That's pretty good. But I mean, I'm amazed that people can vomit silently. I don't know how, because if I don't vomit often, but when I do, it is like a fucking performance for God.
Yeah, it's a pretty
It is just the
vociferous
loudest-
affair on most
bef-
occasions.
I do have two stories from elementary school that involve vomiting. One is I remember one time I came in late to school one day, and I was walking to my classroom, and we had like outdoor like trailer kind of classrooms. And as I was walking, I get close to my door, and all of a sudden my teacher comes out. I'm like, oh shit, did she like see me coming towards the door? And then she kneels down right next to the door, and then just opens up her mouth, and a geyser shoots out. And I was,
You learned a lot that day.
I was like, oh, I was not prepared for this, and I don't think she saw me. So like, I kind of like doubled back to like not have to encounter her face to face.
She must have been pulling a Nick. I bet a lot of school teachers do.
Yeah, I think if you had to be around that many kids on a regular basis, you'd probably drink on a weekday.
Oh, for sure. I mean, shit, I do that anyways, and I don't teach any kids.
Well, I mean, seriously.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like getting shit done drinking.
Not for fun drinking, for,
Yeah.
Like erasing lots of memories kind of drinking.
not a celebration.
Second story from elementary school. I remember I was sitting, we had double desks next to each other where like, one student was like right next to you. And then I remember one time I was sitting there and I was just like observing class or whatever the fuck I was doing. And then all of a sudden everybody looks right, what seemed to be me. And I'm like, oh, what am I doing? And all of a sudden I look over next to me, the person right next to me, and her entire desk was covered in puke.
Oh, wonderful.
And I'm like, what the fuck? How did this happen?
That and I would be remiss at this point not to at least quickly mention that one of the greatest Achewood
Keith,
strips
put
of
in
all
coins, Put in a
time.
coin. Put in a coin. Put in a coin.
Fuck you.
Uh-huh. Best
One of the finest Achewood strips of all time features Lyle deliberately projectile vomiting onto a football and rolling it 3 feet and then declaring
Yeah.
that it spiraled. That doesn't happen by just not caring. And then he brags to Theodore, one of your little Saturday morning bad boys wouldn't have changed the thing's temperature.
Yeah. Did you see that? 3 meters. I bet you couldn't even change that thing's temperature.
The funny thing, too, is the meta joke in the alt text, because the previous strip was the one where roast beef proposes to Molly, and there's not like much of a joke. It's just like really touching and kind of like heartfelt. And then the alt text is, tomorrow, Lyle vomits on a football so hard it rolls 3 feet.
So I want to point out that in all these puke tales, did you notice how much Keith was just tickled with glee?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is proof in the pudding that Keith is a weird puke pervert.
I'm not a weird puke pervert.
We can't record it. We can't record any more episodes after this because we are never going to get that kind of verve out of him again.
First off, do we like puke pervert more than furry? And second,
where does it rank on the
pervert scale?
On the did we have like the Ruggles scale of anger or what?
Well, no, it's the Ruggles scale of tragedy.
Oh, okay, yeah. Where does it rank on the Ruggles scale of tragedy?
Oh, fuck me.
Well, that's not a tragedy.
So bad.
That's just people either enjoying vomit or enjoying weird animals.
But my enjoyment isn't like sexual. I don't get a sexual.
All right, one more coin and then we're done.
But it's not tragic either.
Yeah.
It's just wrong.
Well, I guess it's more of a.
What you do and like is wrong. Also, why are there like dancing princesses? And
You
Han
just now
Solo
saw that?
at the beginning of every match?
I kept forgetting to mention that. I was like, yeah, that one guy is in the Han Solo costume.
Yeah, we were wrapped up in vomit
Yeah,
tales, so
yeah.
I couldn't break away from the action
there's
long enough to call attention to it.
There's a Han Solo story joke in there somewhere. I just don't know how to get to it. Puke tales. Star Wars, Disney, etc. Yeah, fill in the gaps yourself. Like and subscribe.
Do your own
Yeah,
joke.
I'm glad
your
that this
own
episode
jokes.
is
Oh my god.
Tell your own fucking joke.
choose your own joke adventure.
Dude, Keith,
I'm
you
glad that
fucked
this
me.
episode has just turned into vomit stories.
Yeah.
Like, this is the vomit episode.
How did you just slay me so quickly?
That was the heck of a combo. I don't know. The last game I had a way better combo and it didn't do diddly donk. So I'm just going to have to assume
Okay, well, I guess we're done.
that this game operates on the likelihood of seeing someone puke in a funny way principle.
Yeah.